Hi everybody, I'm Solomon, the Arkansas Diamond Miner. Back out crystal mining again today. I'm over at the Hamilton Hills site. They're doing a dig up here today. This is, I think, the first one that they've done as a public dig where you can pay to get in. And just got here about 30 minutes ago. You can see behind me there's a whole lot of dirt turned up. This is being hosted by Brian Major, the crystal collector. I seen him a minute ago. He came up out of a pocket that I did a dig with him here a few weeks back and pulled some absolutely beautiful crystal clusters out of there. A lot of phantom points in it. One real nice one we turned out about halfway through the dig. And he said that they have found a beautiful cluster they think is going to be a big museum quality, and they're going to pull it out here after a little while as soon as everybody kind of gets filed in here. So I'm going to jump down here on one of these dirt piles and get started. I'm going to look around a little bit, see if I can find anything interesting. All right, so I think this is where I'm going to start. Just kind of start raking through some of this. Pretty good stuff. I can see something kind of shining at me from back here. Not sure if you can see it in the GoPro right there, but looks like a big old shiny side of a crystal. I'm gonna go pull that thing out of here in just a second. You can see there's a lot of people around me. Everybody's out here kind of enjoying the pretty day. Beautiful scenery out there. I think it's gonna be really nice. It's gonna be a whole lot of fun out here. Climbing around on the back side of this pile, and I spotted this. Got a little reflection right there, and it looks like that's gonna be a nice point. Oh, it's a nice point. It's got mud around it, so it should be pretty whole. Oh yeah, that's gonna be pretty. Let's see. Oh yeah, that's nice. Look at that. Right off the dirt pile. That's gonna look real nice, cleaned up right there. I don't see any phantoms in it, but that dude is clean on the inside. Got a couple fractures, kind of give it that iridescence inside there. Looks good. I'm gonna keep on digging. All right, so I'm over here and I ran into another YouTuber. This is That Camping Couple. So hey guys, Frank and Kendall, and they actually, as I was standing here talking to them, pulled out a really nice point, and I'm gonna let them clean this thing off and show you guys. Oh man, that is massive.
It's definitely re-healed. If I can get it to show up.
Oh yeah.
That's so pretty.
Man, that is nice.
I can't take credit for it. Kendall found it.
Yeah, so she's the one over here putting in all the work. You're just picking. She's pointing them out. You're picking them up. Okay.
She's pretty and a good picker too.
On the surface.
Yep. Very nice.
Thank you.
Well, that makes me want to walk around and try and find some crystals. I'll run into you guys here in a few minutes. All right.
That'd be good.
Sounds
All
good.
right. Just now picked this one up. It was right there. Had a footprint right beside it. That thing is massive. Oh yeah, that's cool. That thing is huge. So that one's going in the backpack. See if I can look around here and find another one. There's a crystal right there. Yep, that's a nice one. All right, back to work. All right, I've run into another YouTuber out here, and this is Daniel Miller Life. Go ahead and let us know what your channel's all about.
Yeah, my channel is about teaching people how to, once they have a rock, how to cut it, polish it up, and then go ahead and set it into a piece of jewelry. And so it's really geared on teaching people how to bring that beauty out of the rock.
Okay. Yeah, so you guys have seen some of my rock tumbling videos, so if you kind of get out there and look around a little bit and finding information on how to work with some of the minerals you're finding, his channel is going to be a good one to look up, because you can actually find ways on how to do, like you said, some of the polishing, does cabochons and stuff like that. So that's Daniel Miller Life.
Daniel Miller Life, yes sir.
So yeah, you guys check him out.
Thank you.
All right, you can see they've got the jackhammer out. Want to open it up a little bit in here. He's actually got the big cluster covered up with protective padding there, holding it in place. Now it looks like they're trying to take out some of the rock from behind it. And then right over here, they've got some guys, it looks like they're doing a pocket. So it's getting pretty busy down here. Still going to be a little while, he said, before they can get some of that out from around the cluster they've found. We'll check back in on these guys here in a few minutes, though.
Good. Right. Okay.
Alright, so he's still working his way back behind that big cluster. If you can see that right there at the tip of my finger, that entire plate right there is the cluster. So you can see that it is massive. Sounds like somebody just found something back behind us too.
That's the first one. I can't believe that. Look at them all over there.
Go take a look and see what they found.
You've been digging hard.
Yes. We have been digging very hard.
That's so awesome.
All right. Put it down somewhere.
So it wasn't that one that we were looking for, it was this one.
That's an entire plate he just pulled off of there.
Where's the camera?
He evaporated.
Can you see it, baby?
Hey Brian, look at
You
got adularia over there?
Yeah, adularia inclusion right here.
It's gotta be all of the entire plate.
Oh, that's okay. No, you're good.
Hold on a second, Brian. Let me film this.
Here we go.
You guys ready?
We are ready.
All right.
Is that a huge?
Yes, it is. I've been staring at it for a while.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
Wow.
Look at that.
holy cow.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
That's serious.
That's amazing. Look at the point.
Getting it off.
Look at this.
wow.
Oh my God.
That's huge.
I mean, that's just
Wow.
phenomenal.
You said you want $100 for that?
$100 bucks.
For sure.
You want it up there?
All right.
All right, here we go, you guys. Massive point.
Oh. Oh my goodness.
Let's go. It's fine. It's safe.
I know. That's just so big.
Coming out like
my
butter.
God.
You can grab that top
Sorry.
stuff right there.
Look, there's more, there's more.
Wow.
And another
Oh
one beside it.
It keeps going.
Look at this.
Crazy.
Wait a minute, didn't you say this was my pocket?
But just look at that.
Wow.
Right out of the pocket. Oh man.
Wow.
Second person to touch it.
Alright, so standing right here, been kind of digging around and just happened to look over and I see something kind of shine in this dirt. And that looks like it might be a point. And it is. It's a very nice point. This thing has been sitting beside me. And it's got maybe some damage on the back side. Look at that. This thing has been sitting beside me all day. I didn't even notice it. Check that out. Just pulled that thing right out. I mean, it was sitting there wrapped up in mud. Tip still, I don't think it's got any damage on the tip or anything. Sun's going to come out and make it even prettier. So check that out. They pulled a bunch of stuff like this out of that pocket down there. I'd been walking around, found a bunch of little crystals, come up here to empty my pockets. I'd left my bucket sitting, and as I walk up to it, find this right here. That's pretty awesome. All right, still climbing around out here on these tailing piles, and I run into a guy that knows a little bit about crystals.
What's up, guys?
Dominic, and you're Crystals of Arkansas, correct?
That's right, Crystals
All
of
right.
Arkansas on YouTube.
Yeah, so he's been out here. He's picking up a lot of good stuff. I think, yeah,
Nice
he's
crystal right here.
got some dandies. Are you going to be in one of the pockets later on today?
I
or?
just got finished and
Okay.
pulled out a few nice pieces.
All right,
Some
we'll stop
beauties.
by, and when you get back to your landing spot, we'll take a look at them.
All right, yeah.
Yeah, if you guys haven't checked out his channel, do so, and we'll probably be looking forward to doing something together soon, maybe at the diamond mine or at one of these crystal mines. So y'all be watching for him. That's Crystals of Arkansas.
Awesome, we'll see you.
All right, so walking around out here, it's getting pretty late. There's not a whole lot of people left out here. One of the last ones, but I'm just kind of walking around and looking, and spotted something on the side of this boulder right here. Look at that right there. There is a cluster right in the side of this big old boulder. You saw them points right there, points right there. That one's a little bit damaged. There's some more points, crystal clear points in there. So I'm not sure if I can get this big boulder to the truck. May try and figure something out. Look at that. I'm gonna turn that up, see if I can get some sunlight in there. You kind of look into that little, that's a little vug right there. That's a busted point. Got a few things to throw in, then I'm going to go ahead and roll out of here real quick. I will show you some of these that I've got cleaned up. All right, we're getting into the cleanup on this, and you can tell that is going to be awesome. And it goes all the way back inside. There's actually a pretty good crevice back in there that's just full of points. So all these points right here, crystal clear. Most of them are still whole. Looks like there's kind of a little void back in there. Hopefully that's fully visible. But yeah, we're just getting started into the cleanup on this, and this is going to be one beautiful yard rock right here. So, and this thing weighs, just for, yeah, this thing is close to a foot thick in places. 2.5 foot long, 3 foot long, somewhere in there from very tip to that end. And you can see there's actually points right there on the tip. Yeah, so anyhow, let's go on to the next piece. So this is one that came out of the Phantom pocket. And if you've not seen the video where the crystal collector and I did a pocket dig, I'm gonna put a link to it, but this is some of the same, looks like some of the same pocket. I actually found this had been pulled out and was basically cast aside because it's covered in mud. Couldn't really see, when I seen this, I seen this point right here. Get you a little closer there. I seen this point right here sticking out of the mud. That was it. And yeah, I picked that thing up, took it to the truck, and I'm glad I did because this is really cool. Maybe has a little bit of damage right there. I'll have to get in there and look pretty close, but most of this stuff right here still looks real good. You can see where the plate is kind of busted off, but most of that's in really good shape. So that's not too bad. I mean, that's probably a 20-pound rock, but it's going to look beautiful. Probably another garden piece. All right, so some of these pieces really just turned out to be bull quartz. You see this piece has got a few points hanging off of it. That'll still make a nice little garden rock. Still look kind of neat as decoration. A lot of these just, you know, and sometimes when you pick these up, you can see a shiny side to them. You think it's going to be something really neat, and then when you wash them, they don't turn out all that great, but still kind of cool. This one's got a little, it's kind of neat. I still got to knock some of the clay out of it, but I don't know if you can see down inside that void, there's just, it looks like a monster's mouth, just a whole bunch of little points. And then up on the end, it's got a bunch of burr, like a burr cluster on it. So a little bit more cleaning on that. That's going to turn out really cool. That little void right there is just full of little points going every direction. So that one will take a little bit more cleaning up. But I would say probably some of the best stuff, like this is a humongous point right here. It's cleaned up real nice, re-healed on the back. Really neat. And then this is like a chunk of ice. This is all re-healed right here. You can see down inside there, that was pretty clear. I'm not sure really what was going on with this. I think this was going to be the tip. It may have busted up here, but still a really neat piece of quartz. This is a nice point right here. Kind of broke off down on the bottom right there. Had one up against it right there growing into it, it looks like. Still pretty cool. And a lot of neat pieces. This one has a lot of adularia growing on it. And then it's, you know, a couple points laying sideways right there, and then you got some points. This still needs a little bit more cleaning, but just points going every direction right there. So that's pretty cool. And this one right here, you can see that's just a burr on the end, just burr quartz, burr cluster. And I've also got, went over with a motorcycle. And I've also got stuff like this. This is one of the points I picked up. That's really nice. I got a few of them like that. Some of them are just water clear. That's a really nice point right there. A little bit of damage on the edge. And some of these, this cluster right here has some phantom growth on it, or phantoms. If you look at it from this direction, it looks really gray. Then you turn it and that kind of goes away. You can see that's all just points. Still got a little bit of clay down inside there. I'll probably clean that up a little bit more, but that's still really neat. Yeah, a couple more good sized points on here. Little gray cluster right there. Really nice little point right there. It's pretty cool. That's a nice little cluster right here. Still got some clay down in there. I'll have to work on that a little bit more, but that turned out pretty nice right there. Just points going every direction. So, this is from my day at Hamilton Hills, Avant Mining. So if you guys want to go and dig up some pretty cool quartz, oh, that's a nice big tabby point right there. That's cool. Yeah, Avant Mining, Hamilton Hills, where I mined this at. So you guys check them out. And hopefully one day I'll see you there. Thanks for watching.